I'd like to thank the organizers of Adi Shankar Project Engineering for having invited me and also for hosting this FDP, Track Development Program. I know that FDP is one occasion where I think it provides an opportunity for like-minded people like you to come together and spend some time, isn't it? So more than anything else, FDP provides a platform for all of us to exchange our views and thoughts about a common subject. Likewise, this FDP I think is for image processing, I hope. And as part of that FDP, they invited me to give a talk on research methodology. So this is one area, or one topic where I think so those who are pursuing the research, those who are guiding the research scholars, and people like me, everybody need to have a relook at the research methodology, because it's a subject where a lot of changes are taking place. You know what I mean? So research methodology is one area where it's a dynamic one, it's not static. So there is no a framework where you can fit in the research methodology. Okay, like for example, if you take any subject, syllabi, hope you might have experienced it when we are undergraduates, when we are doing BTech. So you have devices and circuits. We are not teaching the same topics, isn't it? The topics have been, most of the topics have been replaced with some other newer topics. Likewise, research in the field of research also, a lot of changes are taking place, and gone are those days where the research is highly focused on a particular area. You know, generally what we feel is, what we have the general feel is, I did BTech ECG, MTech ECG or MTech signal processing. Therefore, what we think is, I need to do research in signal processing, I need to do research in instrumentation, I need to do research in say what you call IoT or communication or wireless communication networks. Thinking that what we think that because I belong to ECG, I feel that I need to do research in the area of electronics and communication engineering. Am I right? So now it's not the case. Research is highly interdisciplinary. Research has become interdisciplinary. That means what? You need to, now explore how the electronics concepts can be applied in mechanical engineering. Because you know, now there is nothing like a mechanical car. Isn't it? So car and electrical car. So when I went to Chennai as part of the TTD team to a car manufacturing company, there they have invited a young person, young engineer, is an electrical engineer, to explain the basic concepts of electrical engineering, you know, to the managers who are the experts in mechanical engineering. To the people, a small guy is explaining the concept of electrical engineering. Why? Because the change is taking place in the electrical, car manufacturing industry, unless the managers know how electrical car functions, what is the basic principle behind it, he can't survive it, isn't it? Likewise, we too. So you can't rely on your degrees, saying that since I have some knowledge in electronics communication engineering, doesn't mean that there's a certificate that you are an expert in that field, because a lot of things is happening in elsewhere. Mechanical engineering, likewise chemical engineering, likewise computer science engineering. There are a lot of interdisciplinary research is going on. So before I touch upon my topic, okay, it may take roughly 30-35 minutes, because what I'm trying to do now is, since 2019-20, the world is undergoing a lot of changes. You know that UNO has come up with a charter, means what? All the countries, they have signed an agreement stating that the carbon emission of every country has to be reduced. You know what I mean? So everything nowadays is being explained, is being talked about in terms of budget. Budget doesn't mean that finance. Carbon budget అంటున్నారు. అర్థమైందండి? సో footprint అంటే how many carbon footprints are going to reduce, by what date. You know, we emit carbon dioxide, isn't it? Likewise, we convert lot of, by burning the fossil fuels, you commit lot of damage to the environment. So before it becomes too late, now the world has come to an understanding that look here, it's not one nation's problem. It's a problem of the entire universe. Means entire planet. If something happens in the house, I can go and request my friend to give some accommodation. Therefore, he can also say that okay, sir, no problem. I can be accommodated, or my family can be accommodated. If my place is flooded, I can go to some other place. But if the planet is not suitable to live, so there is no another planet to go for and live. You know what I mean? It's only planet, lonely planet, living planet, isn't it? So we think that we have neighbors, we have relatives, we have whatnot. But really speaking, we're all like evanter. I mean, what do you call children without parents, So we don't have anybody to help us. We need to help ourselves. Therefore, what I'm going to say is, nowadays what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to switch over my research area to sustainable waste management. Because as electronics engineers, we are also contributing a lot of waste in the form of electronic waste. So how to reduce that waste, how to recycle it, how to reuse it, how to reduce that. So a lot of things we can do it, isn't it? Just a few weeks ago I was in Mumbai attending an international conference, attended by more than 50 countries around the world. I presented a paper. I presented a paper. The paper title is How to Map the Carbon Mapping in Education Institutions. That's the study I have taken, for which I got the best paper award. So there's a novel idea which I thought that instead of lecturing something else, why can't we implement in our own house, in our own college? So we requested our students to be part of that. We made it, and what we did is we have measured the height of a tree, the width of the tree, and also with the help of botany lectures, we try to identify how much carbon is going to be emitted by the tree, and we have made a QR code to that. Anybody goes near to the tree will speak for itself. I am neem tree, I am mango tree. My age is so and so, my height is so and so. In 1 year, I am observing this much amount of carbon. So this is the what you call knowledge which I try to make students to know. So this is the kind of activity research one can carry. Therefore, research is not limited only to those who are doing research, because we do research always throughout our life. For example, car konali ante advainda. For car konali ante meeru just like that you don't go and buy that car, you do some research, right? Isn't it? You don't just rely on your friend's advice. You just log in because you have a lot of information. You log in, do some research. Okay, then you go and try to order that car. Am I right or wrong? For everything, we do some research. Am I right? So here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to divide the lecture into two parts. One is research, and then research methodology. So in research, I'm trying to take around 10 minutes to make a feel that what is research and what is the impact of research, why do you want to do research. Then the second half, I'm trying to explain about research methodology. So is there any methodology involved in doing the research? If at all there is a methodology, what is it? In that, I'm trying to take 4 important things which I feel that is very interesting and very important for any budding researcher. Okay, namely, for example, before we do research, what is that we need to do? You know, I am interested in doing research. I am interested in doing PhD. I am interested in guiding the scholars. What I need to do? For example, somebody X case came to me to do research. They want to do PhD under my guidance. So what I need to tell to him? It's clear. That's first and fundamental thing. Similarly, what are steps involved in making that person to do research? Or if I want to do research, is there any steps involved in it? Is there any framework involved in it? These are two things which I would like to do. So, is the research important for students or only to faculty? Of course, for everybody. For undergrad students also, they also require this what we call research. Okay. So research, this is a definition given by Code of Regulations. What it says? Systematic investigation. That's what it says. Research is systematic investigation. You know, it's investigating something. Okay, and it's a systematic investigation. That means we don't investigate, but we investigate with some purpose. For example, if you take e-portal, e-Sanjeevani, so health portals nowadays, we have health portals, isn't it? Electronic health portals center. Alage, central government has come with e-Sanjeevani, wherein our health is going to be recorded there. Alright, likewise, government of Andhra Pradesh, they have their own health portal. Okay, it's clear. So if you step into corporate hospital, they have their own health portal. Alright, all the vital parameters, whatever is being there on your body, whenever you get admitted into corporate hospital, all those things will not only be recorded on that sheet, it will be transmitted to elsewhere, It will be transmitted to some database. So from there, it will be transmitted to an expert. So he will be able to look at that data and he will say what best he can do. Likewise, if you want to extend as an electronics engineer, I want to extend telemedicine. Telemedicine, telehealth, advice I want to give as a doctor. I want to make my patient to be always with me. Okay, so doctor can't come to house regularly. Instead, what I can do in telemetry, I can able to make the patient more secure. How? Provided if you have a telehealth portal, isn't it? What it means? It means that suppose I go to a doctor X and I try to scan and do all medical health checkup. Okay, so once I do medical health checkup, all the vital parameters, heart rate, functioning of liver, kidney, everything is going to be recorded. So that's going to be placed in his database. Okay, మీరు ఎప్పుడు చేస్తుంటారు ఇది 1 month ముందు వెళ్ళి ఉంటారు రికార్డ్ అయి ఉంటారు అర్థమైంది Now you complain, doctor, I am having a severe headache for the past 2 days. See, the problem with telehealth is you went to the clinic and all the parameters have been recorded because we have electronic instruments nowadays. Fine. After 1 month, you complain to doctor that doctor, I am not able to come to the clinic, but can you help me? I am having severe headache. That's your problem, you are saying. But now the so-called health portals, e-Sanjeevani, they have the database, they have the history, everything with them. But at present, you are suffering from one disease. Okay, so what the doctor has to do, immediately, upward cover parameters. Our time parameters has to be gone to him. Take a decision. If you want to go to physical to doctor, what doctor will do? Then and there itself he will check the BP, everything. But through telehealth portal, if you say that doctor, I am suffering from fever or headache, could you able to help me? I have already my entire data is with you, but the data is not updated. It can't be done. You are at some place. Therefore, now what we are trying to do is, with the help of SIMS and with the help of Anna University, with the help of NIT Warangal, we have found a consortium. We are trying to solve the problem similar to this nature. Therefore, what I am trying to impress upon you is, there are a lot of scope for us to do research in not only our area but in other areas too. Okay, therefore it's systematic investigation. That's what we are trying to do. First, we are trying to study what are the limitations or what are the features available in the present e-health portals being used by the Government of India, central government, then the different state government, then also corporate hospitals. How best that can be, updated, upgraded, okay, for the welfare of the common people. Because, mind you, this Government of India, they have very, fascinating idea that what they are willing, what their aim is, how the entire, Indian citizens, the entire country's citizens, how, whether it can be mapped onto this e-health portal. That's what their aim is, okay. So purpose of research, as you know, basically it can be applied to better everyday life, isn't it? That's what we do research. Generally, whenever nowadays in research, the main component of what they ask is in any viva, or whenever you try to pursue research, what they say is, do your research has any societal impact? Or if you apply for research project elsewhere to DST or anything, they'll have a paragraph where it says that briefly write about societal impact of your research. Isn't it? Whether it has any applications in immediate future. Am I right? That is, whether your research output is useful for the common people, that need to be justified. Previously, 20-25 years ago, this kind of thought is not being there. Okay, they are not going to the research or the funding organizations. They never used to pester the researchers to come up with whether this research is useful for social impact. But now, now they say that it should be outcome based. It goes to me. NBA gaani, NAC gaani emantadu, outcome based. So when we are students, we never had that idea. Outcome based and a concept learning. So we are being weighed basis of outcome based. You know what I mean? Our work is being how they are being valued. Self-appraisal antaru. What is self-appraisal? What you are going to appraise to your employer? Sir, I have worked so and so, sir. This is my outcome. So these are my teaching methods I am trying to do. Using these teaching methods, I am trying to, in my subject, so much pass percentage is there. Not only that, sir, out of so much pass percentage, so many students have got 80%. Not only that, sir, so many students have been taken the GATE examination or they've been selected by campus placements. So these are the outcomes of, you try to say that these are outcomes of my teaching and learning process. Not only teaching and learning. We also learn as we teach. Am I right? Therefore, teaching and learning is nowadays outcome based. Likewise, research is also nowadays outcome based. Okay, these are some of the basic definitions. Research, different forms, exploratory, descriptive. Explanatory is where we all deal, because we conduct some experiments, isn't it? Therefore, our research is basically based on, explanatory, and also explanatory research deals with why a particular phenomena is there, something like that. For example, in my advanced radar signal processing, or subsequently when I did a project for DRDO, so I took for the month of August or September, meteor sector. meteor showers అంటారు. Okay, meteor showers. August month లో వస్తుంది. So we want help the radar, MST radar government to automate the study of radar. See, that occurs. It's an observation, but the observation needs to look at the sky and they try to come with some conclusions. So that observations we want to make it automatic, so that whenever that occurs, immediately it's going to record it, not only record it, but also process it. So during process, several things are going to come which will be helpful for the scientific community. That's our intention. Therefore, that why can be answered when you do the experimental research. The script is only limited to how and what. The script is also very good type of research. And expert research is what, that's what first we do it. Okay. So when we don't know what exactly the problem is, we do some basic research, expert research. Okay. And types of research, there is basic research and also applied research. That's what applied research is, something we do. Because why so much concern is given to researchers, especially to the engineers, especially to technocrats, people like you. Because the reason is, we are the only people who are practical, So they are mathematicians. You can't expect mathematicians to develop a technology. They are not for it. Physics, you can't expect a physics professor to develop technology. They do a lot of research, pure research. That's confined only to research environment, that's confined to very good publications. But whether the research can be converted into a product, they're not bothered about it. But we as engineers are more interested in making the research into a product. Whether my outcome, the outcome of the research, can be made into a commercial product or not. Is it commercial? If it is commercial viable, whether any product can be made out of it. Okay. So kindly, what I would like to tell you is, kindly not just merely listening to lectures, but a lot of organizations, government organizations ఉన్నాయండి. ఎందుకంటే for example, if you think that you have a product which is worth patenting, fine. After patenting, what you think, whether my patented product can be commercially, whether it is made commercially available or not. Who is going to help me, sir? I have a very good idea, sir. I have a very good patent, but I want to make it a commercial product. There are organizations, believe it or not. Okay, several government organizations are there. Okay, just you need to enter an MOU with them. The organization has to enter an MOU with them. They will offer all sorts of assistance to you. Accelerator accelerator they will provide, they will take your product and present the product to various companies who are interested in it. Or they will bring companies to your college or to the university, and you can make your product to them, explain the product to them. If they are interested, they will make the product commercial. And you can also explain that how much finance or whatever is there, the conditions, finance terms and conditions can also be worked out there. Okay, so there are organizations which are there to help you. All right. So this is graphically I try to explain about how research is important. Okay. So research is important to discover new things, to discover ourselves also. And research అనేది try to make us to discover మనల్ని discover చేసుకున్నట్టు ఉంటుందన్నమాట. At the end of the research, at the end of 5-6 years, okay, so you have gone through a phase where it's entirely different from getting a BTech or MTech degree. Why? Because research is one where everything you might have done on your own, isn't it? Each and every the results or literature survey, what it is, you might have did on